Soldier, gather close and hear my words. In this life, we stand at a crossroads, each path brimming with promise and peril. You see, history is our greatest teacher, and the annals of time echo with the tales of triumphs and tragedies. The heroes and the fallen whisper their wisdom to us, if only we have the ears to listen. In the heart of Sparta, we are forged in the fires of discipline and valor. Each day, you rise before the sun, training your body and sharpening your mind. But remember, strength alone is not enough. Wisdom, my friend, is the light that guides the strong. It is the beacon that ensures we do not wander into the same pitfalls as those who came before us. Think of the mighty Titans, those colossal beings who battle for supremacy among the heavens. Their hubris led to their downfall, a cautionary tale etched in the stars. They dared to challenge the gods, to seize what was not theirs, and in their arrogance they fell. You must learn from their mistakes. Seek not to rise above the gods, but to honor them with your humility and respect. As you prepare for battle, reflect on the warriors of old, the Greeks who stood against the Persian tide at Marathon. They faced insurmountable odds, yet they did not falter. Why? Because they understood the weight of history and the lessons it bore. They learned from the mistakes of the past and turned fear into fuel for their courage. You, too, must harness that fire within. In our land, we have the wisdom of the philosophers, like Socrates, who taught us that an unexamined life is not worth living. Do not allow your own life to be an unexamined scroll, filled with the ink of mistakes that could have been avoided. Question everything. Seek the knowledge of those who have walked the path before you. The Persians, with their vast armies and endless resources, believed they were invincible. But they overlooked the strength of unity and purpose that burns in the hearts of free men. Remember the story of the Trojan War, where the mightiest armies were undone by a cunning ruse. The lesson here, dear soldier, is that strategy and wisdom can triumph over sheer numbers. Learn from their arrogance, and do not underestimate the power of wit and unity. Consider the great city of Babylon, a marvel of civilization that crumbled under the weight of its own decadence. Their leaders forgot the principles that built their empire. They became consumed by luxury and excess, blind to the discontent that festered among their people. In this, we find a profound truth. Wealth and power can dull your senses. Stay vigilant, for it is often in comfort that we find our greatest vulnerabilities. Look around you. We are surrounded by the echoes of those who fell before us. Fellow warriors, noble kings, and wise sages. They leave behind their legacies, both the glorious and the shameful. Each scar you bear is a reminder of a lesson learned, a mistake avoided, or a battle fought. Wear them with pride, for they tell your story. Never forget the lessons of hubris and humility, of pride and purpose. In the story of Icarus, we learn that soaring too high without heeding the warnings can lead to a swift and tragic fall. You must aspire to greatness. Yes, but temper your ambitions with wisdom. Fly, but do not fly too close to the sun. Instead, soar with the knowledge of those who have fallen before you. When you stand on the battlefield, remember the sacrifice of those who came before you. The brave Spartans at Thermopylae. Their stand was not just for their lives, but for the generations that would follow. Their resolve teaches us that true honor lies in fighting for a cause greater than ourselves. Learn from their legacy and let it fuel your spirit. In every battle you face, the most profound victories come not just from the sword, but from the mind. The cunning of Odysseus teaches us that intellect is a weapon more formidable than any blade. Learn to adapt, to think critically, and to anticipate the moves of your adversaries. Embrace the lessons of the past and apply them to the present. Now, you may think that wisdom comes only from age, but I tell you this. Wisdom is a culmination of experiences both lived and learned. Seek the counsel of your elders, but do not disregard the lessons of your peers, and even your enemies. Every encounter holds a potential lesson. Seize it. As you venture forth into the unknown, carry with you the stories of those who have stumbled. Their missteps are like stones on your path. Use them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Each mistake made by another is a chance for you to rise higher, to avoid the pitfalls that led them astray. Be vigilant against complacency, for it is the silent destroyer of ambition. The story of the hare and the tortoise reminds us that those who rush without purpose may find themselves bested by the diligent and thoughtful. Your pace may be steady, but it is your consistency that will lead you to victory. As you stand shoulder to shoulder with your brothers in arms, remember that unity is your greatest strength. The bonds you forge are more potent than the finest steel. The Spartans were never just warriors. They were a brotherhood, united by a shared purpose and a collective resolve. Embrace this unity and learn from the mistakes of divisions that led others to ruin. Fear not the trials ahead, for they are the crucibles that will shape you into the warrior you are destined to become. Each challenge is an opportunity cloaked in the guise of adversity. Greet them with open arms, for they carry the lessons of those who face similar trials and emerge victorious, or failed and learned. As you march forward, remember the teachings of our great philosopher Plato, who said that ignorance is the root of all evil. Arm yourself with knowledge, for it is the shield that will protect you from the arrows of folly. Immerse yourself in the wisdom of those who have charted their course through stormy seas. You are not merely a soldier. You are a vessel of hope, a beacon of resilience. Your journey is not just about your own fate, but about the legacy you leave for those who will follow in your footsteps. Strive to be a light that guides others away from the shadows of past mistakes. In closing, soldier, let the words of our ancestors resonate within you. Learn from their trials, their victories, and their failures. Carry their wisdom as a torch into the darkness, illuminating your path as you navigate the complexities of life and battle. Embrace your role as a student of history, and let your journey be a testament to the power of learning from the mistakes of others. Together, we shall carve our names into the annals of time, not as mere footnotes, but as legends of triumph and wisdom. Now rise, embrace your destiny, and let the echoes of the past propel you forward into greatness.